YouTube? How's it going? It's RS Mario here, bringing you another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. Alright, so I actually had another video planned to do, another Sword and Shield video, like covering, you know what I'm saying, some more of the mons that came out. But then I was like, you know what? Eventually, there's going to be a full Pokedex leak. Because this generation is probably the first generation since Generation 4 where I could say that I like most of the Pokemon I see. Alright, I like at least 70 to 75% of the mons in this game. You know, and that's the first time I've been able to say that in a long time. Of course, spoilers. You saw it's in the thumbnail. There's gonna be spoilers. It's in the it's in the meme that you see before you right now. There are spoilers. All right, if you don't want to be spoiled to what Pokemon are in the game, I advise you to go and watch some of my other videos, like my waifu video I did for Pokemon, or my last waifu video I did for Fire Emblem, if you are so inclined, or any of the other videos on my channel. You can check those out. But let's go. So first off, we have Galorian Darumaka. So I know Shofu's probably happy because Darumaka and Darmanitan get Alolan for Galorian forms. And it looked like they're gonna be ice types this time, so that should be interesting. It should definitely be interesting. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you see in the screenshot that this person just went up and down the Pokedex. So you already see that there is a Galorian Mr. Mime. And he evolves now. Mr. Mime evolves into Mr. Rhyme. So, we got the world's first rapping Pokemon. They're going to drop a whole mixtape in this piece. Of course, there are holes in the Pokedex. But luckily, they're by Pokemon that evolved from something else. So you can kind of think that Mime Jr. is probably number 364. Alright, so then we got Disdude. Alright, so this dude is the evolved form of the little purple, depressed looking dude we had yesterday. And this guy looks freaking ridiculous. I can see BD, like your rival, having this thing. Because they even look alike. Alright, I mean, you know, BD's wearing a pink, purple jacket thing. This thing is pink and purple or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And look at the smug look on his face. Like, it looks like it's judging you. This Pokemon is judging you, man. He doesn't even know who you are, and he is judging you. But yeah, it's electric and poison. So I thought it was gonna be a dragon, but no, it's actually electric and poison. So that's a pretty sick typing. So I think that kind of reminds me of the fire poison Pokemon we got last generation. So that's interesting. I really hope this thing is fat. Electric and poison to me sounds like this is gonna be fast. It sounds like this is gonna be a fast Pokemon. It's gonna be able to hit you quickly. I don't know if it's gonna be able to hit hard, but it's definitely gonna be able to be quicker than most of your team. So we got the pre-evolution for Alcremie. It's just cream. I don't know the name of it. Honestly, I'm like, okay, it's a thing. It's a thing. So then we've got, this thing is probably one of my favorite ones because it's kind of meta. It's kind of meta about like real world issues and stuff like that, which is weird because I hate when they combine real world issues with video games and stuff because, I mean, this is my escapism. I don't need you throwing politics at me while I'm trying to escape from reality. Okay, I live in reality, you know what I'm saying? But it's Glorion Corsola. And so you're probably wondering, why is it white? Why is it sad? It's white and sad because it's dead. So essentially it's a play on bleached coral, which is actually a real phenomenon that happens in the ocean where the coral loses all its color and it dies through various means. I think some people have said it's a something of global warming or water pollution or something. I don't know. I can't really remember. But essentially, it is a very bad thing because the coral is a pretty big, important part of the ocean ecosystem, and if they die, it's not a good thing. It's supposed to live for hundreds of years, and but it's probably going to be a rock ghost or a water ghost, and it evolves. Evolves into I don't know what this is called, but it's evolved it's evolved Glorion Corsola, and it looks crazy. It looks like it broke out of Corsola's body, and it's like, because you can see that the base is Corsola's body, and it looks like this broke out of it, like something from freaking Last of Us out here, like. And you can see like there's still like the base of the little Corsola in the middle, still looking sad because it's dead now, and it looks like it's almost looks like it's surrounded by a Wobbuffet. Look at it looks like the design of a Wobbuffet with like ghostly tendrils coming out, and it's got like that's sick. That design is amazing. That thing's on the team guaranteed. On the team, bro. So this is the pre-evolution of the fire bug Pokemon we had from yesterday. And this is the evolution of the fire bug Pokemon we had from yesterday. I can't remember the name, but it does look pretty sick though. Then we have the pre-evolution of Dreadnought, which this thing looks like it's this thing looks weird. Like this thing looks all happy, and Dreadnought looks all like vicious and mean. So then we go big. Here we go. Time for one of the big ones. So we have Reboot, which is the middle evolution of Squirrely. So yeah, this sucker looks clean, and of course it's weird because it's not like a Pokedex screenshot like the other leak, because there are like 4 different leakers that are leaking this at the same time. So this looks like maybe his Squirrely just evolved, and he just took a picture at the after the evolution process. So yeah, this thing looks pretty cool. I think I'm officially Team Squirrely, because we get a clean shot of Cinderace, and I have to say Cinderace out here looking good. You know what I'm saying? I like the color scheme, the yellow, white, red, and blue. He doesn't really have hands, but I mean that's fine, I guess. But I like everything about this mon. It should be a firefighting. It's probably gonna be a pure fire. I guess I know should be firefighting. That should be blasphemy, but technically if this was a firefighting mon, I mean I would not be mad. But I think I'm Team Squirrely. I'm sorry, Grookey Gang. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my talents over here to Team Squirrely. So then we got this one. So we actually had this one. This is the pre-evolution of Hattonade, which I'm thinking is gonna be a fairy type. I don't know what the other type could be. It could be pure fairy. I honestly think this is the coolest fairy I've seen, because I have not been a fan of the fairy type since it came out. This looks pretty cool. And then there's the middle evolution, which looks like this, which honestly I think I might have switched these up, to be honest. I think this is the pre-evolution, and the one we saw before is the middle evolution, and then of course they all end up as Hattonade, which looks like this kind of like slightly evil lady. Like, Rule 34 is gonna kill this Pokemon. I mean, they're gonna be all over this, because this thing already looks kind of thick. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Rule 34 will be all over this jam. Oh boy. So then we got this one. This one's cool. So yeah, Applin, and then of course you can see Flapple. Flaply. So essentially these are like grass dragons. So inside the apple is like a dragon. You know what I'm saying? Like Applin, you see he's got like the eyes of a dragon. And then Flapple, the dragon, busts out the apple and is using the apple to fly. Like that level, that's the thing that makes this cool. That level of design. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like design right there. It's not like, oh look, it's an apple, it's alive, let's draw eyeballs on it and a mouth. No, it's a living apple. Inside of it is a dragon. The stem is the dragon's horn. The leaves are the dragon's eyeballs. and it camouflages so things won't eat it, or something to that extent. Like, and then it uses the pieces of the apple to fly. Like, that is design right there. And of course, this is probably a pseudo, because number 207, we don't know what that is. So I'm assuming that this is another pseudo legendary for the region, and there's gonna be a 2-stage evolution here. So then we've got Kufant. So this is another one that is kind of meta. All right. So if you really think about it, well, not meta in the terms of the game, but meta in the terms of like the just how many levels this thing kind of works on. So Kufant is like it's an elephant, and it has like a scoop for a nose. So I'm thinking it's related to mining. Mining is a big thing in the UK. Well, it has been historically in the UK. They have a lot of natural mineral resources: coal, iron, copper. Which takes me to the next Pokemon, is Copperajah. So it's a big like elephant with like a freaking scoop tusk on it. Like, this thing is probably gonna be steel ground. You know what I'm saying? And this one thing I was interested in to see if they were gonna have Indian elements in the game, because India, you know, is a big part of United Kingdom history. Like, it was the crown jewel of the British Empire. You know, so it's only right that it would be involved in the game, in the Pokemon game that's about the UK. So then we have another Galorian form. We got Galorian Sunskirt. I think that's the name. I can't remember the name of this thing, because this thing is essentially a meme. But now it's a meme no more. It's been memed so much that it has evolved itself to hunt humanity. Alright, because that's the only thing it's eating. The only thing it's eating is people. Alright, because this thing is not hunting Pokemon like this. It looks like a bear trap, and it has a Pokeball for a mouth. So when you're walking on the beach and you see, oh look, it's a Pokeball in the sand. No, it's this thing. It's gonna catch you and eat your freaking arm off like it was Pennywise the Pokemon. Like, like, come on, man. Like, this thing right here looks sick, and it works. Like, it got pissed off and decided to come hunt people on land. It was like, you know what? Screw y'all. Y'all memed me my whole life, and now I'm coming for y'all. If only we had like a Dunspress that did something similar to this, that would be nice. So then we got the Squirrely dude. The squirrel. This looks like something from Disney, to be honest. For some reason, I think it's the eyes for this one and the evolution. It reminded me of like old school, like if you remember that episode of Family Guy where they did the animation in old school Disney style, like Golden Age Disney, like like Snow White and like Sleeping Beauty, Bambi era Disney, not like Aladdin, Lion King era Disney. But yeah, this looks like something like that. But they're probably gonna be your Rattata, Raticate of the region. This thing right here, I think it's called Blip Bug. So it's basically a line. I think this is gonna be the bug Pokemon of the region. Like, there's always a 3-stage bug that you find in whatever forest there is in the game. And weirdly enough, I think these are based off of Radar. Like Radar. I can't remember if Radar was invented by the British. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I mean, but they're based off of Radar. I mean, you can see that the middle evolution looks like a radar. It looks like the top of a radar tower. And then this thing looks like a satellite. I think it's called like, I can't remember the name of it, but it looks like a satellite. It looks pretty cool though. I wonder how strong it is. Then here we go. Just right here, another guaranteed member of the squad. Alright, I can't remember the name of this, but it's an ice bug type. First time we get an actual ice bug. And it evolves into this sick looking moth. This looks ridiculously cool. All right, and again, it's kind of better because like it's an ice bug type, which means it's 4 times weak to fire, and of course you know it's a moth, so it's attracted to the flame. Like, come on, bro, stop it with the puns and the meta-ness, man. Stop it, just stop it, Pokemon. Stop it, bro. It's crazy. I wonder if that's gonna factor into its ability in any way. The fact that it's attracted to fire, you know, that's gonna be interesting. So then we get this thing. So we actually saw this thing a while ago. This was the fish that Pelican Pokemon spits at you whenever he gets hit with Surf or Dive or whatever. So of course everybody was like, yeah, this is probably a Pokemon because, I mean, why not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, in the Pokemon world, there are no animals. They're just Pokemon. Like, the goldfish is a Goldeen. The dog is probably Growlithe. The cat is probably a Lynx or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, a Luxray, you know, Meowth. Like, there are no regular animals in the Pokemon world. They're just Pokemon. So, of course, if there's a rando fish, you know what I'm saying, it's probably a Pokemon. And this rando fish is. He evolves into this, like, Marowak, you know, this like, Marowak-faced Barracuda. Not Barracuda. It's a, it's a, a Piranha. Not a Barracuda, it's a Piranha. So this right here is interesting. So the fossil Pokemon. So the fossil Pokemon, there are 4 this time. I don't think they evolve, so that's a first. I mean, because they're always technically 4. I mean, there's usually two fossil Pokemon that evolve one time. So there's always 4 fossil mons roughly. So this time is no different. There are 4 fossil mons, but the thing is, you get pieces of the fossil as you go through the game. And you can actually mix and match these pieces in order to make one of these 4 Pokemon. And for me, I think I'm probably going up with the Dracovish because that one actually looks the best. It's probably like a Dragon Rock or Dragon Water or something. You know what I'm saying? All the other ones look okay. Like the 2 ones that actually look like dragons look kind of derpy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like the one that's got like, oh, I got like a small upper body, and then my body's really big. Like, yeah, okay, good luck with that, there, buddy. Yeah. So this is a pretty cool little element here. All right, so right here we got Dreepy. So Dreepy is gonna be another pseudo legendary of the region. So you got, of course, you know, because you can see clearly that it evolves twice. It evolves into Dracloak and Dragapult. And the interesting thing about this is based off of an airplane. Alright, so of course you know that the UK is famous for the Spitfire airplane. The fighter jet, the Spitfire. Especially if you're an Overwatch fan, you know. Yeah, so of course they would have an airplane-based Pokemon in the game. Even though these look more like stealth bombers than the Spitfire, but still, it looks pretty cool though. And it seems like maybe they have the ability to launch Dreepy at other Pokemon, which, I mean, it's not a first. We just talked about the Pelican that can shoot out little Barracuda, little fish at you. So, I mean, I guess having a dragon that can shoot other tiny dragons at you isn't a big stretch of the imagination. But yes, Dragapult looks interesting. Like, and to me, weirdly enough, this reminds me of a fake leak that came out a long time ago of Scorbunny's final evolution. Actually, it's almost the same type of deal, because they actually had like Scorbunny's head being like this kind of like airplane looking deal, and he kind of like flies and the rest of his body just kind of like dangles off of the airplane. You know, like he had like jets on his back and stuff. It's weird how that kind of comes up, but it's a completely different Pokemon. So it looks like somebody might have maybe came in at like a very early time in the development of the game and got to that leak. You know what I'm saying? But it turned out to be something completely different. But yeah, this Pokemon looks sick. I think I'm more into the Apple Dragon, but this looks sick though. Of course, there has to be the obligatory, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, cultural Pokemon of the region. So, of course, there is Stonehenge, which is essentially just the Stonehenge Pokemon. Which, okay, say what you will. Like, I think this thing looks kind of dumb. Right, so, of course, we have gotten pretty much to the end, and we have Eternitus. So, we've heard the name Eternitus a bunch of times in a bunch of different leaks. So, we finally get to see. I have no idea what typing this thing is, because this thing looks ridiculous. Like, it looks freaking nuts. Like, I mean, the first form looks like an evil it looks like either it's an evil hand or it's an evil enterprise, because you can see, like, it looks like this could be like the actual like saucer, and then it's the rest of the ship. Like, there's a lot of spikes and stuff. So I think this is the first time outside of, well, no, because that big black thing in Sun and Moon was technically kind of evil too. So we get another evil legend. And I think Pokemon has been playing itself up to this for a while. I mean, because usually there's not an evil, like an outright Pokemon that is evil. There have been mischievous Pokemon, and there have been vicious Pokemon, like you know, like the Ice Dragon from Gen 5. But there's never been a Pokemon that was straight up evil until now, because this you can't explain this away. This thing is evil. Like it's legitimately evil. And then the second form just looks sick. Like this looks like I can't. It kind of reminds me of those like Reaper dragons from like Mass Effect 3 a little bit. But yeah, this sucker, like, I dig the color scheme though, like the pink and blue and purple, like that looks sick. Like, this thing is definitely evil though. But that's about it. I think that's it. Unless something else leaks, I think that's all we got, folks. So tell me how you like it. I know this is a really long video. I'm surprised you guys got to the end. If you did, you are awesome. Like, comment, subscribe. There's going to be a new video every Saturday from now on. And keep it real.